Hello again. Well, today we're going to talk about Succession. This is an HBO. I watched this on Atlantic TV from UK's Sky package. I blocked everything, came download. You didn't have to wait every week, so you can do that. This is unreal. This is definitely the best thing I've watched so far from American TV. This is just to die for, and I'm going to go the reasons why I like this so much. First of all, American English cast. English playing Americans, normal shit. So Brian Cox is playing a Canadian, born in Scotland, living now in the States. He's the Murdoch of media TV. He buys up all small channels, and he has a real dysfunctional family. And when I say dysfunctional, I mean they are fucked up. Right, so his family are Sarah Snook. Well, I'm going to look at my list here. Sarah Snook, who is an Australian-born actress playing American. She's very good. Kieran Crockett. Anyway, the boy that played Home Alone, his brother, he's in this. Jeremy Strong, I'm going to get back to him in a minute, American. Michael McFadden, who's married to Keely, what's the name, from Line of Duty. Brilliant actor, British. Alan Ruck. Alan Ruck, I have not seen for years, was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Right, so he's in this. And then there's a list of other people. I'm not going to go down it. I want to talk about Jeremy Strong. Jeremy Strong is the son who wants to be the successor to this business, because Brian Cox should be retiring. You'll see what happens. He has a bit of a illness and it makes him slow down, and he's just waiting to come in and take over and do all the wheeling and dealing and buying up properties and what have you. That's the premise for the storyline. Michael McFadden plays a dopey, really dopey boyfriend of Sarah Snook, and he wants to get into this family because once you're in, there's money everywhere. You'll know Michael McFadden because he used to be in Spooks. He's been in everything, to be honest with you. Real good British actor. Plays this part really well. Kieran Cockland, the McCockland family, he's very good in this. He plays a dopey drug brother. He's a bit of a drug addict. Alan Ruck just wants to live in a hippie farm out in Arizona and what have you. He doesn't want any aggravation. He's living with this bit of stuff that he pays to live with him, and she's a beautiful, like, model type thing that wants to be a playwright. Anyway, why do I like this so much? Well, Brian Cox, for me, he's up there with the Oliviers. He's up there with anything that you would class as top of the game. I really rate him highly. I mean, really highly. He steals every scene that he's in. His presence on screen is just mind-blowing. As you've heard me say before, I am a trained actor. And to watch somebody that can come into a shot and just dominate the shot, it's like a king. It's like a Shakespearean performance playing King Lear. And this part is like King Lear, because this family is completely fucked. They're all backstabbing bastards. They all want to be on top of the tree. There's 9 episodes. Everybody wants to fuck everybody in this. They all want to be the successor to Brian Cox, sorry. And they all want to take over his business. And the main one is this Jeremy Strong character, who's excellent. And he won't put up with it. And then you've got all the little people that work in the office area that the executives tell him, you need to get your father out of the way. It's just unreal. It's just, this is every ingredient that you need to make a good TV series. First of all, script. You break your arm. You kill somebody to get the script. Editing, fantastic. Lighting, out of this world. Acting, not just the main cast, but all the supporting cast, the people they bring in, the drivers, the people that are the regular drivers, the helicopter pilots. I know it sounds ridiculous, but everything is on the money. They all look like ex-CIA that are protecting this family, because they're hated in America because they just buy up every fucking thing that they can. They buy up any TV company they can. And more importantly, you want more. Now, let's get to the final episode. I'm not going to tell you what happens, obviously, but episode 9, I'm sitting there, I've gone through it all, watched it in 2 days, 9 hours, and I'm begging and praying this isn't how they're going to finish this series. Thankfully, you'll see what I'm talking about. The second one's being made as we talk. Thank God. Now, this has gone down well in America. I know that. Doesn't really interest me if it has or it hasn't, to be honest, but it has gone down well. They're calling it one of the hits of the summer, because the summer scene in America isn't where you put your strong material. This is fucking strong material. This is like in your face, acting, everything is in your face. You sit there and you want to know what happens to these characters. They are completely messed up. I'll give you an example. The Australian girl's character, she's about to get married to Michael McFadden, and she's got to have a little bit on the side, and you'll see that. That's in the first 20 minutes. It's just, oh, everything's... One's taking drugs, the other one doesn't really want to be there. It's just brilliant. So, whatever you do, watch it. It's download, so you can download it. You can watch it every week. It's up to you. For all the UK people, it's on there. It's on your Sky package. Get it. Now, before I go, A Murder in Soho is on BBC4 last week. And it is the story of a British boxer called Freddie Mills. Now, my father, when he was alive, God bless him, told me a long time ago, I remember when we watched something about him, because he died in Soho, I'll go into that in a minute, that he is one of the best British boxers we ever had. I just went, whatever. Now, I'm into boxing. When you watch this hour-and-a-half documentary, the best way to explain this was, he started off doing the circuit around the UK, doing fun fairs, where you get the locals come in, somewhere like round here, Somerset, he fucking knocked them out, and he was trained that way. The war comes, he goes into the war. After the war, he takes on an American. Now, that's unusual in itself. The American comes to London. He gets beat on a 12-round, 15-round, fucking 15 rounds. Forget 12, not like these pussies now, 15 rounds. And then they wait another year and he comes back and he wins the title. Now, he was, at the time, before his death in 1965, the David Beckham of the UK. I mean, fucking massive, massive Freddie Mills. And This Is Your Life with Eamon Andrew. He's got fucking nightclubs in Soho. He's in films with Sid James. I mean, just Google his name, Freddie Mills, right? They show some of the boxing from when he was younger. And it is brutal. I mean, brutal. But why do I want you to watch this and download it? He died from a shot to the eye. And the rifle was put next to him, like an air gun type rifle. You'll see in the documentary. And they put on his death certificate that he killed himself. Now, this follows the family. The two daughters, the adopted son, because he got married to another boxer's wife, and their story. Now, I don't want to spoil it, but at the end, the truth starts to come out. This has been a mystery for many years. The Freddie Mills mystery has been a massive mystery. I am going to give this documentary 9 out of 10. That's how good this is. I haven't put it on the blog alongside this because Successor is so good. 9 out of 10. As for the thing I just discussed, the HBO TV series, if you don't watch this, stop watching my reviews. That's how good this is. I'm telling you now, just call it a day. It is the best thing. I'm not going to give it 10 out of 10 because of the ending. No, it's not just... I just want fucking more to come along. So I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 as well. So there's two 9 out of 10s. So if you haven't seen me for a while, at least you know where I am. Two 9s out of 10s. That and the Freddie Mills. Enjoy your day. If I don't speak to you again this week, it's the reason is I'm not going to fucking review crap. I've told you what I think of The Equalizer. There'll be people already who started blogging me now while I'm doing this review saying, oh, you're fucking wrong. I don't give a shit. That's what I thought of it. But this two things I've just mentioned are unmissable. Both of them, 9 out of 10. Have a great week. Have a great summer and I'll speak to you soon.